Hey Garage Heads, today we're looking at my 1985 Toyota, which I bet you think is pristine from previous videos. But there is an ugly side to this Ohio truck. We're going to take a look at the frame and see how it holds up to the hammer test. If you're looking to buy a truck with rust on the frame, bring a hammer. What I'm showing today is a standard procedure for Toyotas. Sort of like a colonoscopy. You don't want to do it, but it's better to find any problems sooner than later. Let's start right here. This entire frame was PUR 15 about a decade ago. Now that is falling off as the rust scaling continues to creep along. All of this is pretty gross here. I need to wire brush all this and do PUR 15 again. Feels solid though. Just surface rust. I did 2 coats and the second coat's peeling here, but the first coat is holding on. That's all good. Visually, this section of the frame looks thinner. I'm sure it's not as thick as it once was. But it's not bad yet. I mean, at least for an Ohio frame. Yeah, up here looks about twice as thick. I'll keep an eye on this section. Moving on back under the bed, I replaced this entire section with 3/16 inch steel in 2011. Listen. That's the good sound of a solid frame. And this here, well, the PUR 15 came off from rust spreading out from the factory drain hole. Still solid though, just not pretty. And if you look in that drain hole, it's full of rust chips and debris from the inside of the frame. And that's bad because it can keep water from coming out and hold in moisture, causing even more rust on the inside of the frame. So I need to drill a larger hole here than the factory one. The PUR 15's still holding up under this layer of fluid film and dirt. Right here is where my repair started. You can see the weld. Then on the other side of the cross brace, back to ugliness. This area looks suspect. I honestly expected the hammer to go through right here. A lot of this is just the PUR 15 coming off after 10 plus years. This was my daily for a couple years after I bought it, so it did see some road salt. Alright, you're here to see me put a hammer claw through my frame. Here's my area of concern, under the passenger side of the cab. That doesn't even sound right. It sounds hollow. Well, we've got cancer. Look at all that crud in there. Pieces of the inside of the frame. A lot of this is worse than it looks. Just old PUR 15 peeling off. Oh, okay. That is bad then. Well, let's have a look farther up. You can hear a clear difference in the pitch of the taps when I get past a certain point. So I've got maybe 18 to 24 inches of thin metal here. I'm just going to replace this whole section at once. I've got some brake lines in the way, but that's not too bad to work around. Here's a nasty spot on the back of the cross member. Solid. Here we go. That sounded thin. And it was. This whole cross member is getting a little ugly, but the good news is that it unbolts, so that's an easy fix. Well, there's the hammer test. Of all my Toyota trucks I've done the hammer test on, I gotta say, this one went the best. Looks pretty soft. There we go. So how does your frame look compared to my 85? And where are you located? Because that makes a huge difference. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for an upcoming frame repair video.